My partner and I moved into our flat over 2 years ago. It took us 6 months to find. Our previous place was a mold-ridden studio with no ventilation. 2 months after moving in, I found out our estate was due to be demolished. No HfL tenants were notified of that before moving in, nor were we told that our landlord was essentially Lambeth Council. In recent press releases, Lambeth claims renting these flats to us was only a short-term solution. From the get-go, we've indicated we were looking for somewhere long-term, so you'd think the landlord would tell us about this, right? No, they didn't. Though last year, the council decided to call up the demolition. For now, we breathed a sigh of relief and thought we will be able to stay here long-term. That didn't last long. In February, we received a Section 21 notice, otherwise known as a no-fault eviction notice. Our Labour-led council served us precisely the thing the Labour Party has been promising to abolish for years. Despite me literally holding this document right now, the council's initial briefing boasted no tenants are being evicted. But why didn't we get that notice? I thought the decision hasn't been made yet. Turns out there's an investment committee that already decided last year behind closed doors. Although all committees are required to be listed on the council's website, this one isn't. Its briefing states there's a comms strategy to ensure the council is not seen to be making households homeless. Lambeth claims it wants to let our homes to those with the most urgent housing needs. If evicted, my partner and I will become homeless. Same is true for many affected tenants. Wouldn't that make us precisely the people Lambeth claims it wants to house in our flats? Why inflict this completely avoidable suffering? Ironically, eviction from a privately rented home is one of the leading triggers of homelessness, and our homes are the cheapest private rent homes in the borough. How are we meant to find somewhere else if our homes are already the cheapest ones? And why create a problem that will need fixing later if you could just not? Perhaps the council's resources could be better spent on bringing its approximately 700 empty properties back into use. There's a flat opposite ours that's been empty since we moved in. We've seen it refurbished twice. Still empty, as it has been for over 2 years now. Why so many of these perfectly safe, often newly refurbished homes have been left to stand empty in the first place? Why make us homeless when you already have hundreds of empty homes you can use?